Suzanne Young delves into the realm of dystopian science fiction in her young adult novel, The Program, 2014, which has spawned several sequels. The story unfolds as Sloane, a teenager, engages in a conversation with Kendra, an old friend she hasn't been close to in a while. Kendra's visible distress, deteriorating physical condition, and dark humor revolving around a poison called quick death trouble Sloane. Their interaction is abruptly disrupted when two handlers in white jackets enter the classroom and escort Kendra away. In this futuristic world, teen suicides have skyrocketed, and they are viewed as a contagious epidemic. To combat this crisis, the program has been established, forcibly admitting depressed teenagers. They emerge from the program months later as hollow shells, their memories largely erased. For Sloane and her peers, this outcome appears worse than the mere act of suicide itself. Sloane grapples with memories of her brother Brady's suicide 2 years prior, as well as her friend Lacey's recent capture by the program after Lacey's father reported her as ill. Sloane lives in constant fear of being the next to be taken away. Many of her friends share the sentiment that death is preferable to the emptiness left in the wake of the program. Sloane, her boyfriend James, and their friend Miller, who was Lacey's boyfriend, devise a strategy to elude the program by pretending to be content at all times. Their hope is that this facade will allow them to confront their personal tragedies without being ensnared by the program's clutches. Word reaches them that Lacey has returned from the program and now attends a different school. Driven by a need to know if she remembers him, Miller seeks out Lacey. To his dismay, he discovers that she has no recollection of him whatsoever and has become a blank slate, devoid of her former self. Overwhelmed by despair, Miller takes his own life, leaving Sloane and James shaken, with James struggling to cope with the loss of his friend. Despite their painstaking efforts to feign happiness, James is eventually ensnared by the program, leaving Sloane utterly alone. She struggles to hold on until James's return, but when he comes back, he displays no recognition of her whatsoever. This devastating blow pushes Sloane beyond her limits, and she openly succumbs to depression. Her mother, unable to bear witnessing her daughter's despair, contacts the program and has Sloane forcibly taken away. Sloane attempts to resist the program's grip, but her resistance proves futile. She is subjected to drugged therapy sessions led by Dr. Warren. The treatment involves a red pill that compels her to candidly discuss her innermost secrets and memories, particularly those related to James. Subsequently, she is administered a yellow pill that eradicates these memories entirely. Despite Sloane's attempts to cease taking the pills, her defiance is swiftly discovered, and she is forcibly restrained, ensuring her compliance. Within the confines of the program, Sloane crosses paths with Michael Relm. He appears friendly and genuinely concerned for her, providing a source of solace during her trying times. Sloane gradually develops feelings for Michael, but begins to harbor suspicions about his true intentions when he hints at their reunion once she leaves the program. Upon completing her time in the program, Sloane emerges as an empty vessel, bereft of memories of James and recent events. Her parents have meticulously revamped her living space and wardrobe in a bid to deter any regression into her former life. She starts attending a different high school and is assigned a handler named Kevin, tasked with overseeing her reintegration into society. Kevin informs her that, at the appropriate moment, he will facilitate contact with Michael. Sloane encounters James at her new school. Despite her complete lack of recollection, she is inexplicably drawn to him and experiences a haunting sense of familiarity. Alarmed by this connection, Sloane's parents and Kevin sternly caution her to steer clear of James. However, she cannot resist the magnetic pull, convinced that something crucial is missing. Meanwhile, Michael approaches Sloane, expressing his desire to be with her. Sloane finds herself entangled in a web of emotions, torn between her feelings for both Michael and James. As her memories gradually resurface, the shocking revelation emerges that Michael has been clandestinely collaborating with the program all along. Sloane, regarded as a challenging case, was his assigned task, guiding her through the entire process. Despite Michael's insistence that his feelings for her were genuine, Sloane, now recollecting her profound love for James, firmly rebuffs his advances. In an epilogue, Michael is depicted interacting with another girl within the program. Employing the same rehearsed lines, he even mistakenly addresses her as Sloane several times, exposing the extent of his deception. It becomes evident that Sloane was not a unique case, Michael has deceived numerous other girls in the program under the directives of his superiors. Consumed by guilt and remorse, Michael grapples with the consequences of his actions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.